Hi everybody, hi every spirit, welcome very much to my YouTube channel. Esoteric Cloud Surfer here, ready to start an astrological and spiritual live stream. Thank you very much for being here, your support is greatly appreciated. I wish you the best thoughts, ideas, feelings and emotions and a whole bunch of individuality, creativity and responsibility as well. I also hope that you always remember that the best way to be is to be your goddamn self and that in general you should only believe in two things: yourself and all possibilities. So, today, as the title indicates, we're gonna be speaking about Jupiter in Taurus, even though it's on the cusp right now, and most likely we will make some live stream where we go even deeper into that. But let's talk today about the transition of the of of that alignment, and we will also look at today's daily energies. All right. So remember that you can check the links in the description down below to check my Linktree and Darius Linktree, and you can always book a reading with me as well. And I have a different variety of readings. You got your classical tarot reading, classical natal chart reading, and also my special created by myself 360 tarot reading, very complete and awesome. Camila. And remember to go join my Discord channel as well, Discord server I mean, using the links in the description down below. We live. Let's go. Wait, some water first. All right. So let's go with today's energies, right? First, I wish you a beautiful moon day in Aries. So because it's a moon day, we are more close to our emotions and feelings, and others are also more close to their emotions and feelings. So you can be more reactive or more internal or more depressed, where you are paying more attention or just feeling more in general everything that you are going through, so you can feel more pressed towards down, depressed. You know what I'm saying? In a more emotional, spiritual way, not just mental illness way. All right. So the moon being in Aries means that we are reacting and responding to new feelings, new emotions, new expressions, and new visions, or you are developing, creating, um, having that intuition in how to express in a new way feelings that perhaps were pent up. Okay, so you can be expressing new feelings, or you can be developing new spiritual, individual, creative, passionate, intense, or destructive ways to express or see your feelings. Okay, because the moon in Aries is not so much about how you see the world. That's more Sun, Mars in Aries, right? But moon in Aries is like, you are, if you have moon in Aries in your natal chart, you are more times than not creating new feelings and new ways to perceive yourself, or how you react to others, or how you feel about the imaginations that you create in your field, how others are reacting to you and how others feel about you. Okay, but in general, we got things responding to new feelings, new emotions, and new creative ways to express those feelings and emotions. Okay, you might not be yourself creating a new feeling. Somebody might be expressing to you a new feeling that might not be new to them, but it might be new to you. And then you are by default forced, you are already in that space of creating a new feeling and a new reaction in a more spiritual, creative, passionate, intentionful, or destructive way. Then we have the Sun in Taurus, which is at what degree is the Sun in Taurus? Here we go, 24 degrees. So still a bit far away from that cusp, that transition into the Gemini energy, to the Gemini season. But Sun in Taurus means that we are paying more attention, acting towards, and visualizing or actually seeing in your world fixed ways of having or maintaining security, stability, and structure in your life. And the Jupiter is about to enter Taurus, right? So you're gonna be expanding those areas as well. And also, Uranus has been in Taurus for a very, very long time. And the Sun, for the past 24 days, was not conjuncting, but in the same sign, in the same energy, in the same space, in the same location, in the same state, right? As Uranus, spiritual state, United States of America, United States of United Arab Emirates states, or something like they might call it something else, but it's still state. The states of the European Union, you know, it's all derived from spiritual states. Okay? And very generally, before we enter the tarot reading of today's energies, what does it mean, Jupiter in Taurus? That means that you or your environment or the world in general, okay, because you might be not only, okay, but you might be lagging. You know what I'm saying? You might be lagging behind. You might be stuck in insecurity, and you don't do it, Jupiter in Taurus, which is expanding on fixed ways to have security, stability in your life, and then Taurus, ruled by Venus, right? Ruled by Earth. The moon is exalted in Taurus, so it's all about having a fixed way, either realistically, that you can see and touch, or you feel a certain way that makes you think or feel that you have a fixed way, a consistent, stable way of receiving and maintaining love, validation, and support. If you have Taurus Sun or Taurus Moon, you already know this dynamic where you most times are the support. Either you like it or you don't like it. Taurus Moon, more times than often, is used as a support, even if you don't want to. Taurus Sun, more times than often, enjoys being the support and whatnot, but they're always looking for a support outside. Not always, but it's where they can fall. All right. So Jupiter in Taurus will, in like real world events, can expand business in general, can expand things that were going on, that were already dealing with stability, structure, markets, economy, because Uranus was already there, changing that, we creating or paying more attention to unique ways of having a fixed business, a fixed situation, a fixed structure, and now Jupiter can expand on that. Okay? And you remember what I said? You can be lagging behind, or you can be stuck in your internal realm in insecurity. Jupiter will expand that as well. Okay? So if you are because Taurus is fixed Earth, you can be fixed on a circumstance that you created based on an insecurity that might not even be true, or you might think that super hard, but people around you actually value that insecurity, for an example. Okay? And Jupiter can infinitely will expand that. So my advice to you right now, if you are in that circumstance, is to do it yourself right now. You expand on it, or you expand on yourself in the areas that allow you to deal and work through that insecurity. And there is no perfect time. It is right now, all right? Because the moon is in Aries, so you can create a new feeling, you can create a new vision, you can create a new expression, you can create a new spiritual system that allows you to either detach, solve, or directly kill that insecurity, right? Because in simple terms, it's like you have this certain feeling, and instead of you supporting and being fixed on that feeling, you create a new feeling. All right, this is the very basic foundation of what it means, the moon being in Aries and the sun in Taurus. All right, your actions and visions and expressions are fixed in reality, and the moon, your feelings and emotions, are creating new feelings, new emotions, and new visions to look at yourself, or how creating a new way to react to yourself. All right, so let's drink some tea. Thank you very much. It's very hot, right? It's hot, it's hot. Let's wait a little bit. While we wait for the tea to get cold, shout out to Daria, go check her pages using the links in the description down below. We have a tarot card for today's energy. Sun in Taurus, Moon in Aries, Moon Day in Aries. Vroom. And we have Prince of Cups. So the cardinality, newness and innovation of the Moon in Aries with the internal, more fixed, more receiving, caring, supportive side of the Taurus energy is allowing us, or you are already going through it, and you might like it, you might not like it, you might be aware of it, you might not be aware of it, others around you might be aware of it, or they might not, but everybody in general today is creating a new external way, or a new way to see that in the external realm, to be more mutable, adaptable, connective, and attached, but in a more flexible way, in a more I'm not so sure way, or not so visible way, to share and connect your feelings, emotions, dreams, illusions, and imaginations, because it's the Prince of Cups. Mutable water. Prince means a new idea, a new thought, a new way to do something, or to see something externally, or to see your internal way coming out and connecting with the external world. And cups, mutable water, meaning your emotions, feelings, dreams, illusions, and imaginations. Let's go. And if you want to access all possibilities without traveling too far, without using too much fuel and exhaust too much the vehicles that you are using to reach there, because then you might not be able to do anything up there, or you might not be able to bring things with you because you exhausted too much, let's see what Dragon Oracle card we have available for today as well. And it was a quick one, and it was the Earth Dragon. Alright? So, be more, I want to say spiritual, but that's too like vague, that's like too general. Be more open to yourself and to your own ideas of stability, structure, reality, responsibilities. Although you said structure, but like real structure, buildings. You might go to a building, so that's a Earth scenario. You might go to a building every single day. That's a Earth-like scenario, or Earth-like circumstance, or Earth-like example. You know what I'm saying? So Earth Dragon is if you are more realistic, if you react more to what really happened and not to what you think happened, to what might have happened, to perhaps I didn't see everything right, or perhaps somebody saw something that I didn't see, right? That is not real. What is real is what you were aware of, how you felt through the circumstance, and the interaction. Somebody said something to you, somebody didn't say something to you, alright? That is what's real. So if you are more reacting and responding and paying more attention to that, you'll be accessing all possibilities, a more clear, wider and wiser space, more easier and quicker. Or it's easier to maintain it by being more Earth-like. Let me read to you guys. Clear your path and the land around you. Stay grounded. Be ready to serve yourself. Stuck energy is clearing. You can move forward in life. By what? Paying more attention, reacting and responding to what's real and what's really happening in your life. Alright, let's drink some tea, or evaluate the situation of the tea. It smells good, it's kind of hot. It's good right now. Oh, it's good, it's good, it's good. Still a bit hot though. So, let's move on to the astrological reading of today's energies. We have the Sun in Taurus, 24 degrees, right? So that means that we are either we're aware of it or not, while either you want it or not, you might be spending more time in this state of bringing power, control, attention, or authority over your own fixed way of having stability and security in your life. We also have the Moon in Aries, like I said earlier, reacting and responding to new feelings and new emotions, or creating new ways to express and see your feelings and emotions. Also, we have Mercury in Taurus, which is not retrograde, right? So, because, let me see the symbols here. Yeah, it's not retrograde, so Mercury going direct, or is already direct. Okay, that's cool. So we can talk about that a little bit as well, but Mercury, not retrograde. 5 degrees Taurus, that means that our mind and how we think and communicate is a bit more attached and a bit more internal and emotionally connected to your fixed way or others examples that you think are a fixed way of having stability and community, because I was thinking about values as well, and then stability went to community because, yeah, you build a community when you have a consistent exchange of values or the same type of values. So, hey, that's it. Mercury in 5 degrees Taurus. Thinking and communicating thinking and communicating more about or to your community. All right? That shares the same values as you in a fixed, realistic, and consistent way. That makes sense. Oh, with bits of ginger. That's great. I thought it was lemon, which is also good. But I also really like ginger in the tea. Next, Venus in cardinal water or Cancer, 9 degrees. That means that we have the possibility, or you are already doing this, which is being more wise and having a wider perspective of how you create new feelings, new emotions, new connections, new comfort, and new moods about your relationships, your values, and how you or others that you are sharing something with commit and are responsible about things in that area of your life or that area of our awareness, which is creating new feelings, new emotions, and new spiritual purposes behind things, in this case, relationships, values, and commitment. Then Mars also in cardinal water, also in Cancer, 27 degrees, which also equates to the number 9 energy. 2 plus 7, 9. But in this case, it's because we are relating more to or about or to achieve the separation of an old space so we can go into a new, lighter, emptier, aka with more possibilities, all possibilities way. So we're still getting wiser, we're still getting a wider perspective of how your passions, motivations, anger, and frustrations can do this or are derived from new feelings, new emotions, new senses or scenarios of privacy, comfort, and new spiritual purposes and belief systems, or new reactions to it, or you now feel more emotion about it. If it has something to do with your passions, or you can be very passionate about something like that, or you might be creating a new passion or a new purpose, a new meaning behind a passion or a motivation or an aggression or a frustration or a deep desire. You might be able to justify stronger a desire or somebody around you, and you have to deal with that. A little bit of the ginger. Then we have Saturn in Pisces, 6 degrees as well. The Sun in Taurus was also sharing the number 6 energy. So that means that we are, or we want to, or we need to bring power, control, authority, and attention to our stability, structure, networking, and association that deals with or allows us to connect in a more mutable and flexible way your feelings, emotions, dreams, illusions, imaginations, and spiritual belief systems in a deeper way, aka in a more realistic way, in a real way, or in an extreme illusional way, because you have to remember that Venus is exalted in Pisces. So with Pisces like that, it's really, really real, or it's really an illusion. Sometimes with Pisces there is no in between, okay? Real good. Jupiter, 29 degrees Aries. So in the cusp with Taurus, we'll talk about that a little bit more in the future. But for right now, expanding, okay, or having new experiences and new ways to obtain wisdom and knowledge in a more unique, original spiritual way, so you can expand or travel to new spaces that allow you, or they have that essence of being fixed in a security, in a system, in a privacy, any security, or a deep desire. Then we have Uranus in Taurus, 19 degrees. That means that we are relating, or we want to, or we need to relate either in a broader way or about broader stuff that deals with new, unique, and that provoke a lot of changes, ways to have fixed stability and security in your life. Neptune in Pisces as well in 27 degrees. That means that we're getting more wiser, or having a wider perspective about ours or around us or our generation, grand illusions, grand imaginations, and spiritual baggage, spiritual charges, aka generational curses. And lastly but not least, Pluto in 0 degrees Aquarius retrograde. That means that we are bringing to the past moments where Pluto was in Capricorn, where the world forced us, or you forced the world to create a new way to have stability and security in your life. So now you are bringing to that a fixed way that is more clear, more light, and more unique to think, communicate, analyze, and socialize that. Daria in the chat saying ESO, thank you, no problem. Go check Daria, links in the description down below. Great tea. So, that's the daily energies of today, right? And Jupiter is about to go in Taurus. It will take still a few days, because it's not just until it reaches 0 degrees, it's also until or after it reaches 3 degrees. That's like the completion. No, it's not why I'm doing this. It's the real thing. It's the completion of the transition. All right? Good tea, good tea. Let me drink a bit more. So let's talk about it. Jupiter in Taurus, what does that mean? It means that you will have two, and that's not something spiritual, that is like really real, which is spiritual, but you know, in normal terms, you have to, okay, expand your business, because everybody else, including whoever is already in power, they will be expanding their business as well. So if you don't expand your business, you'll not be able to compete or be at par with whatever is expanding outside of your business, because your business, whatever you do, I'm sure it connects with some other business, like my business. I do readings, I do YouTube videos, YouTube live streams, Twitch live streams, that connects with a platform, people, the internet, right? So my business will expand in order to be a part, or allow other business to be a part of it. And that's very important, that's very wise to know. Because now, more than ever, you have to go all in into your business. And when I say your business, I don't say your work. You might need to go all in your job so you can channel that energy and income to expand your own business, right? Your job might be something already related to your business, so in that case, it's okay to expand on your job. Other than that, don't think that working more hours or receiving more from your job is equal to expanding your business. Your business is your business, and you have to expand on that, something yours. Remember, it's fixed energy, fixed signs, individuality, all right? Uniqueness. Even Taurus and Scorpios are not seen like that, but they are more unique and more individual than all the other cardinal and mutable signs. Perhaps not Pisces, but they are there as well in terms of creativity, individuality, and uniqueness. Because when you got a fixed mind, okay, there is no other mind that can be fixed like yours. You know what I'm saying? So, for an example, let's say you have a store. Most likely, you will need to expand that business because the government will, I don't know, make a tax more expensive. So they are expanding their business, right? They are taking more money from you, quote unquote, and there is not really something that you can do about it unless you expand your business until a point that paying that tax, you didn't even remember it. It's like, oh, we paid that tax. Oh, I didn't even worry about it because you expanded on your business. And how can we expand on our business, right? By being fixed on your own values, by relating and absorbing and supporting something that relates to your, to not just to your values, to your fixed core values, okay? And since the sun has been in Taurus for 24 days and Uranus has been in Taurus 4 years, not 4 years, but 4 years, right? There is a lot of information available to you within yourself, and that can be reflected via external examples, but not necessarily, and I'm sure in way less quantity, that will show you or already showed you, and either you clearly know it, or you still taking the pieces of the puzzle together and eventually will know, that tells you about your core set of values, because everybody or every spirit that is in a body have to and still has a core set of values. So when we say that a person has no soul, it's not literally true. They do have a soul, right? But what allowed the soul to build the body was a belief, a core set of values. And because me and you have the same physical body, that means that in that specific area of existence, we shared not the core of values, but we share at least some values. Otherwise, we will not create similar shapes and forms to allow us to experience. But when a person has no soul, it means that that spirit is not believing, being alive in their core set of values. And the most general perspective or imagination of a person with no soul is a corporate person, a person that sold their soul, because not every money is good money, right? So sometimes it's better to be quote unquote poor, because most people, they think they're poor but they don't know what being poor really is, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes it's better to maintain yourself in your core set of values, because you might not make whatever you will make in that job or that corporate, I'm talking about this example, right? But you will make good enough You'll make enough to eat good, and spiritually speaking, you are free. You can still be in your core set of values, while that corporate slave, they can't be in their core set of values because they spend too much time and energy in somebody else's core set of values. So I think I said that too much, but I think you guys get my point, right? Let me know. Also, like I said a little bit earlier in the start of the stream, you can also expand or travel to or travel with an insecurity that comes from you being too much or not being enough fixed in your reality, responsibilities, and values. All right? You might be having a fear, you might be having an insecurity, you might be having a trauma, and right now you can expand on that thing. Okay? And that can be good because you can deal with it, you can heal it, and you can expand through it. Or it can be bad if you reject it and if you're fighting against it. You know what I'm saying? Because then it will be a burden instead of a awakening or growing process. You know what I'm saying? And Jupiter in Taurus, in terms of like realistic things that can happen, it can, like, the markets, stock market, crypto, the economy will expand, right? The thing is, the direction that we'll take, we can't know for sure right now. I don't read the future, I don't make prophecies. But we can speculate, we can think about it, we can share what we think that will happen. And the expansion of fixed Earth can be a bit like eluding, because you might think, oh, Jupiter in Taurus, so much money, so much stability. Yes, so much stability, so much money to whoever was already making money, right? So, yeah, it's expansion. It is Jupiter, but it's on fixed Earth. And remember that Jupiter folds in Capricorn. Jupiter doesn't really like to be in Virgo, but Jupiter does okay in Taurus. A normal astrologer will tell you perhaps that Jupiter doesn't like to be in Taurus, but you can make the best out of it with Jupiter in Taurus because, I mean, who doesn't want to expand on their business? Who doesn't want to expand on their fixed way of having stability, structure, validation, money, profit in their life? Who doesn't want to expand on their core set of values? Right? So it might not be easy or it might not be clear, but it's beneficial. Daria in the chat saying, take the opportunity to change for the better in accordance to your spirit and values. And that's very, very true, ladies and gentlemen. Because, right, if you do it, because the thing with astrology, and that many people get wrong, I will even record this. The thing with astrology that many people get wrong is like, oh, I have to do this, or will this happen, or this will not happen. And that's not true. The thing with astrology is, you can do whatever you want, whenever you want. But in certain times, in certain periods, in certain transitions, it's easier to do it, or it's easier for others to receive whatever you do it. So the skies can be helping you. The alignments can infinitely help you or perturb you, but they will never stop you. They will never do it. They will never do it for you, right? And that's a very generically present baggage in people, right? They think that astrology is to predict the future or to know when to do stuff. No, it's to know where is the best time to do stuff. But let's say that a certain alignment allows you to expand your business. If you have no business, you can't use that alignment. You can't ride that wave. You can't ride that cloud as a cloud surfer, right? Let's say there is a certain alignment that allows you to go deeper or makes it easier to go deeper into your relationships. If you don't love yourself, if you or simply if you have no relationships, how can you go deeper? So you can use that alignment. So it's all about you doing you, and then the sky will change and will help you or make you more scattered or make others more scattered, or make others paying more attention to you. But you still gotta do you when you want to do you, where you want to do you. Alright, guys? So, thank you very much for watching, and let's bring more clarity and reality to astrology and spirituality. Esoteric Cloud Surfer, surfing out. Let's go. Daria in the chat with some good astrological thinking. Hey Daria, Jupiter is exalted in cardinal water and Moon is at home there, aka Cancer, aka the 4th house. That's true. And the Moon is exalted in Taurus. That's also true. So Daria thinks that Jupiter is very bountiful in Taurus, and I infinitely agree with you, because if you think about Jupiter energy, it rules what? Sag and Pisces. And it's exalted in Cancer. So there is no fixed energy present in Jupiter's main scope, right? In Jupiter's core set of values. But because Taurus shares what? Moon energy, rules Cancer, and shares Venus energy, exalted in Pisces, one of the signs that Jupiter rules, it's infinitely correct that Jupiter is way more, or you doing Jupiter-like stuff, you doing or going through things that we call Jupiter, that's astrology, right? It's way better if you do it in a fixed, stable, and realistic way, alright? Because Jupiter in Virgo can expand too much your worry, your stress, you being used, and not even knowing about it. Jupiter in Capricorn doesn't allow you, or makes it harder for you to expand, or the world, instead of the world might think that they are expanding but they're actually contracting, while in Taurus it's a bit more soft, it's a bit more sweet, it's a bit more relatable, but still serious, still stable, and still real. So it's very beneficial for Jupiter-like energy, especially if you have Sun in Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Jupiter, or Venus, or Neptune in Pisces. You have an opportunity to fix your dreams, illusions, and imaginations, especially because Jupiter rules your sign, right? Daria in the chat saying, this is for Jupiter in Taurus topic. Yes, expansion, exploration, and manifestation into your core set beliefs and stability. That's true, Daria. That's very, very true. Let's finish it. Too much ginger here. The bottom. Values instead of beliefs. I see. Great tea. So, let's take a tarot card not for Jupiter in Taurus, alright, but for the transition, alright? What is the main topic, the main travel, the main movement that all the different signs or spirits using those energies are going through in this transition, okay? I think I will actually change the title of the live stream for Jupiter going into Taurus, not into Taurus. You know what I'm saying? All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. So, let's get started. If you have the moon, hold on. Here we go. if you have the moon, rising, sun, or Mars in Aries, this reading is for you. And how are you transiting from Jupiter in Aries to Jupiter in Taurus? Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. What does that mean? That means that you are creating or receiving new awarenesses that deals with structure, stability, and reality, or you can receive a limiting awareness about stability, structure, reality, or your goddamn self. Moving on to Taurus. If you have the sun, the moon, the rising, Venus, or sun sign Scorpio, because Taurus is ruled by the earth, and if you have Scorpio sun sign, it means that your earth sign is Taurus, so you are being called to this space here. Let's see how are you going through, how are you dealing with the transition of Jupiter going from Aries into Taurus, into your sign. Let's see. It is about the transition right now, about the cusp. And we have reversed Three of Wands. Oh, it's right there. My bad, guys. Here we go. Reversed, yeah. You gotta check it out. It's Taurus. And reverse. So what does that mean? It means that you are creating... Oh, this is actually very interesting, because Aries, the more spiritually fiery sign, they got Three of Earth. And you, Taurus, the more fixed and realistic sign, got the Three of Fire. The fire sign got the Three of Earth, and the earth sign got the Three of Fire, right? So this means that you are creating or receiving an awareness, or a more complete awareness, that deals with your spirituality, your faith, your belief, your imagination, visions, creativity, and feelings, but you or people around you are misunderstanding, misusing, or misvaluing that awareness. Or you are misvaluing that awareness and you think or you really can't communicate it or connect with it. But it is for the transition, okay? And you might be misunderstanding that. It might not even be real. Keep that in mind. Let's go to Gemini, 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 Gemini. Hey, I'll do a bit on that. Gemini, 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 Gemini. You know, it's cool. If you have the sun, the moon, your rising, or Mercury in Gemini, this reading is for you. And how is you going through the transition of Jupiter in Aries going into Taurus? Let's see. There we go. No, just one card. And it is Two of Cups. So you, or people, places, and things in your surrounding want to communicate, relate, and connect with, about, or in more emotional, sentimental, connective, spiritual, and attached ways. And you, as a Gemini, you either don't like this, or you like it but you don't feel comfortable, or you feel insecure, or you don't really know how to deal with this. But hey, this is just for the transition. Things will get more clear once Jupiter gets 3 degrees Taurus. Let's go into cardinal water, aka Cancer. And keep in mind that Jupiter is exalted in Cancer, So you might be feeling more, you might be imagining more about this transition, or you might be reacting and responding more to this transition than people around you. So if you have the sun, the moon, I already got the card, the rising, or Jupiter, because it's exalted in Cancer, how is you going through the transition of Jupiter from Aries to Taurus, from your cardinal, from your squaring sign to a sextiling, also sharing the moon sign. And we have reversed King of Swords. Powerful energy, but it's uncomfortable and unfamiliar to you. It's your total opposition sign, which is air, not sign, energy. Way of doing things, of seeing things, and it is the King of Swords, but it is in reverse. Alright? Yeah, it is. Confirm, confirm, confirm. Jupiter in Taurus, I confirm. Oh, hold on. What does this mean? It means that you can be of great support, or you have great support to offer when it comes to thinking, communicating, and analyzing or socializing in general, but you or others around you are misunderstanding, misjudging, or misusing that great support. So make sure that you are supporting the right people, places, things, and circumstances in your life. Also, as a Cancer, as a cardinal water, make sure you are supporting with logic and connections the right feelings and emotions. Let's go. Leos. If you have the sun in Leo, the moon in Leo, or the sun in Leo, this reading is for you, and you are squaring, or you will be squaring Jupiter in Taurus. So during this year or so, you'll be expanding on learning from or about reality, structure, and real value and real responsibility. But for right now, how are you transiting from Jupiter in Aries to Jupiter in Taurus? How is it? What? Let's see. Let's see. A bit more stubborn. The other signs came out pretty quick. You are a bit more stubborn, Leo. And now you scattered. Now you mad at me. Chill, bro. It's because I have an Aquarius stellium, isn't it? You don't want to hear anything from me because you know I'm right. I love you, Leos. I need you, Leos. I need Leo energy in my life. I have too much Aquarius, and not too much, but I have a lot of Aquarius energy in myself. Let's go, Leos. Open up. Nah, you're still not sure about it's still not this. Oh, we got a flip. 10 of Pentacles. Super heavy, or the feeling of super heavy responsibility, structure, and limitations can perturb you, and then you can change your life into a negative direction or just into something unexpected that can actually be good but will feel like super pressure, super tension. But that's not the story, just something that can happen as an unexpected event. How are you transiting? Let me ask you again. Leos and Leo Moon, Leo Rising, how are you transiting from Jupiter in Aries to Jupiter in Taurus? Let me know. You are so stubborn or so close or so insecure, Leos. What the hell, bro? What the hell, bro? Reversed 8 of Wands. You stuck in a misunderstood vision, feeling, spiritual belief system, image, or sense of validation. Do you want to expand on this? No, you want this to be clear. You want this spiritual loop to be straight, not reversed. Alright? That's all I gotta say, Leos. That's all I gotta say. Let's go into Virgo. If you have the sun, the moon, or your rising in Virgo, or Mercury in Virgo, this reading is for you. And you will be training Jupiter in Taurus, so you'll have a gift to expand in a more consistent and serious way about your worrying, about your stressing, about your ability to manage and organize, or just about your ability to clean, purify, or optimize. Real shit, let's go Virgos, we need you, we need you. Too much emotions, too much nonsensical fear in this world. We need you Virgos, but with a clear mind. Speaking of a clear mind, in this transition from Jupiter in Aries to Jupiter in Taurus, you're going through a very unique mental state, a very unique relationship, and a very unique and powerful way of thinking, communicating, and analyzing in a more logical but also clear and perhaps funny way. And just for you guys to see this, it's the Ace of Swords. Beautiful, beautiful. That one thought, that one conversation, that one idea can help you for sure. Let's go to Libras. Libra sharing the Venus energy of Jupiter in Taurus, but you scatterness. I stumble in my words, and you guys got scatterness, spreading cards, because you might be misunderstanding Jupiter in Taurus. But right now, you're kind of feeling good because Jupiter was opposing your sign, and now, or it will not be opposing your sign, but it will still be misunderstanding. And we got some scatteredness over here. Alright, no big deal. Oh, and I noticed I left Taurus, the Hierophant, on the table. But I only noticed when it was Libra time. So, when it comes to relationships, values, beauty, music, and creating new ways of thinking and communicating, in general, right now we might forget about our real shape and form. We might forget that we can learn spirituality from experiencing in the physicality. Or we might forget that we chose to create and be in this shape and form, and you got lost into a desire. The Hierophant, it was in the table, and I forgot about it. You know what I'm saying? And I noticed it when it was Libra time. So we forgot it because of a misunderstanding. But once we create a new way to think and communicate about it, or once we create a new way to value it, we will remember that we are a spirit and we chose to create a physical shape and form so we can experience. Oh, that's cool. That's the card for Libra Sun, Libra Moon, Libra Rising, Libra Venus, and Libra Saturn, because Saturn is exalted in Libra. We got Four of Swords. That's for Libras. Or for relationships, values, things that deal with Libra or through the Libra energy, through the Libra aspect, aka angle, angel. Four of Swords. So that means that right now, Libras, you can, or you want to, or you need to think in a more clear, more masculine, more straight, more dry, and more calculative and sure way. Others might not be up to it, and you might be misunderstanding. Or you might feel opposed and you want to kill others' feelings, imaginations, emotions, and ideas to make them feel real straight, feel real dry. Let's go into Scorpio. Scorpio Sun. If you have Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, Scorpio Rising, Scorpio Pluto, Scorpio Uranus, because Uranus is exalted in Scorpio, and Scorpio Mars, this reading is for you, and you will be opposing Jupiter in Taurus. But right now, how are you transiting from Jupiter in Aries to Jupiter in Taurus? Five of Pentacles. So this means that you might be more connected, more attached, or just feeling and reacting more to a physical circumstance, situation, responsibility, scheduling, or you are just fixating a bit more your feelings and imaginations and deep desires. Make sure you are doing that in the right places, in the right way. Let's go for Sagittarius. If you have the Sun, the Moon, the Rising, or Jupiter in Sagittarius, this reading is for you. And how are you transiting from Jupiter in Aries to Jupiter in Taurus? I'm doing this for the whole reading. Jupiter in Taurus. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, hold on. So you might be you Five of Pentacles were just chilling on top of the deck. So you might be sharing similar energies or actually experiences with Scorpios. But that's not your storyline. Your storyline is reversed Six of Wands. What does that mean? It means that you have authority, or you want to, or you need to have authority, consistency, attention, or structure to your visions, imaginations, feelings, imaginations, visions. I think I confused. I think I said something, but I said something else. Aquarius processes. Never mind. Or also your spiritual belief systems, right? You want to bring more attention, power, and control over these things, but you or people around you are misunderstanding, misusing, or misjudging that process, or yourself, misunderstanding how you can or why you are now bringing so much attention and so much power to your visions, imaginations, and spiritual belief systems. Let's go to Capricorns. Let's go. Capricorn will be trining Jupiter in Taurus, but for right now, how are Capricorns, Sun, Moon, Rising, Saturn, or Mars, because Mars is exalted in Capricorn, how are you transiting from Jupiter in Aries to Jupiter in Taurus? You guys are a bit stubborn as well. Everybody got their cards fast, but Leos and Capricorns didn't. Oh, Capricorn is black. Don't you put me in the same bag as the Leos. Don't you lump me up with those Leos. You got Six of Pentacles. Very natural energy to you. Perhaps too much earth energy because you're already very earthy, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Six of Pentacles. That means that you need to, or are already doing this, which is bring more power, more authority, or more attention to your own business, your own structure, your own safety, privacy, and profit. But when you talk about Pentacles or Earth energy and we say profit, it's not just money. It can be results it can be people, it can be materials, it can be um, others seeing you and trusting you because they see you as being stable. Cap's all about that territory and business, a little bit like Leo's. Perhaps Capricorns are here rejecting an aspect of similarity between them and Leo's. I don't know. I don't know. The only thing I have in Capricorn is Neptune. Let's go into Aquarius. If you have your Sun, your Moon, your Rising, or your Saturn, or your Mercury, because Mercury is exalted in Aquarius, or your Uranus, how are you transiting from Jupiter in Aries to Jupiter in Taurus, since you will be squaring Jupiter in Taurus in the future? Oh, we got something flipping over here, but it's not real. It's not real, Aquarius. Oh, almost coming out, but not yet. You guys taking some time as well, but it was fast enough. Cardinal Water, King of Cups. Interesting. Aquarius can be or have great emotional support to give or show. Aquarius, the water bearer. It makes sense. It makes sense, actually. King of Cups. You have or can be a great emotional support during this transition of Jupiter in Aries going into Taurus. And that's it. You Aquarius, you know how to do this. You don't need examples, you don't need explanations. That's it, that's all. Moving on to the beautiful and powerful Pisces. I mean, everybody or every sign beautiful and powerful, but Pisces got that sweet connection or more present connection to all possibilities. If you have your Sun, your Moon, your Rising, or your Jupiter, or your Neptune, or your Venus, because Venus is exalted in Pisces, this reading is for you. And you will be sextiling Jupiter in Taurus, but for right now, how are you transiting via Jupiter in Aries to Jupiter in Taurus? True, that in the chat, it's saying it's that Venus exaltation, sharing that exaltation. True story, real shit. I almost got a flip, almost got some unexpected circumstances, but Pisces smoothed it out. Or smoked it out, or drunk it out, or fucked it out, or made $1 billion movies out of it. Some flips, but it's not like I'm shuffling and it flips, it's just like something like appears turned around. It's like some distractions, okay, Pisces? You right now might be experiencing some distractions, don't give a fuck about that. Focus on your business. Focus on your core set of values. Focus on what already is supporting you and in what you already supporting. Oh, wait, I noticed I can do this in the other side. What? I can do this the other way around. Oh, that's almost like Oh, I can do it, bro. Oh, bro, I really can do it. What the fuck? I only realized now. It's very funny though. It's very funny. Let's go. Sun, Moon rising in Pisces, Venus, Neptune, Jupiter in Pisces. How are you transiting from Jupiter in Aries to another distraction from Jupiter in Taurus? Oh, scatteredness. No, let's focus. That was on me. That was on me. My bad, Pisces. I was riding your energy, but I got scattered. That wasn't for you. That wasn't for you. Oh, we got it. We got it. We were a bit lost, but we got it. We got it. And it is the Chariot. Cardinal Water, Cancer, the Chariot. So this means that you, Pisces, in a very broad, all possibilities spiritual way, will be creating new emotional and spiritual vehicles, new emotional and spiritual pathings, and routes and roads, and new spiritual and emotional travels. So you, Pisces, will be or are or need to or have to or are being seen as the ones creating the new vehicles, the new roads, and actually creating the new traveling system. Alright, Pisces? So the ball is on your court. Because then, like I said, Jupiter will go in Taurus, sextiling your energy. So it's a massive opportunity to expand by fixating on your core set of values, to be fixated on your business, to be fixated on how you feel and are supported, stable, and consistent without losing, but using that mutable water, that moving creativity, and ever growing imagination. Alright, Pisces? You are making the path, you're making the car, and you're making the travel for everybody to go. You know what I'm saying? Nice. Nice, beautiful. And now I'm thinking about the RP from World of Warcraft or from Yu-Gi-Oh! So Pisces can give flight, can give air movement, can give a more humanoid form, but that still can fly to their feelings, emotions, and internal realm. You know what I'm saying? Nice, nice reading. Nice reading. Yeah, and I had this feeling to take a Dragon Oracle card. Golden Atlantean Dragon. Helps you remember the wisdom of Golden Atlantis, helps you remember the power of your spirit, and awaken, bring back your, or bring forward in this case, your knowledge, gifts, and talents, reclaim or just claim your mastery. Let's go. Alright guys, it was a nice live stream. It's going to be everything for today. Thank you very much for watching. Your support is greatly appreciated, and I wish you to see you on the next live stream. Always remember that you can book a reading with me using my IG or email in the description down below. Until the next time, as a Cloud Surfer, surfing out. See you soon.